This pro-black was caught doing this.
A screenshot of a text message I received from Uncle Eric Dyson after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
The guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty funny. When will guys learn that girls always expose guys on DMs? I don't know what it is. Like, dudes send women DMs and they think that, like, it will never be seen.
He's an older gentleman, so perhaps he doesn't really understand.
Goes down the DMs?
Yeah, what goes down in DMs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's also a highly intelligent man, so he should be aware. So I saw the response video he made.
Yeah.
In the response video, one of his ways that he tried to shift the narrative to say that he was not trying to flirt with Nancy Mace is that he was saying, or he showed all the different times he was doing the same thing with other women in his sphere. And he showed receipts. He's like, yeah, I sent a kissy face to this woman, and I said this woman was gorgeous, and I said you look beautiful, to like 5-6 different women. So this could be good and bad, right? Bad in the sense that it means he's just a serial flirt that just doesn't get it, dropping receipts everywhere. And good being that maybe he's just really oblivious and doesn't realize that he is coming across as flirtatious.
He knows what he's doing.
Of course he does. I'm just saying. I'm trying to say
he's trying to get some bait and seeing who's gonna bite.
That's exactly what it is. He's just throwing it out there as a test. That's all.
I mean, it's a pretty crappy test because he's out there throwing blowy kisses. Like, what else could you mean? Like, if you wouldn't feel comfortable sending this to someone else's wife, then like you're on some BS.
That's actually a good point. If you wouldn't send it to someone's wife or girlfriend or significant other, whatever, boom, don't send that at all.
At all.
But not only that, like a kissy face, dude. Like to me, there really is no.
People don't even send that to their mom.
It's just too much.
It's way too much.
I know it's just an emoji, but it's.
What else could it mean?
Exactly.
What else could it mean?
Smiley, even a winky face could be like, oh, maybe he's, I don't know.
There are some guys that won't even send that to their daughter. So it's like.
Okay, well, I mean, hey.
I'm not saying they're wrong if they do. Like, it's normal for a guy, you know.
No, I didn't know, but I mean, I hear you.
You know.
And, okay, so it'd be one thing if it was just a kissy face, which in and of itself is enough to let me know he's flirting, personally. But to add on to that, oh, you're gorgeous, we look good together.
Like, what else is there to read?
I mean, come on.
Like, what is that? What else is there to read? Like, no, what I really meant was that like, come on.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Sure.
Like, shut the F up forever. Like, it's so ridiculous for you to even like fathom it would be anything else.
Yeah.
It's completely obvious.
Yeah.
And like, cause let's be honest, like what he got on her for was dumb anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So he got on her for like mispronouncing Kamala Harris's name. Since Kamala Harris has been in this whole politician rant, I've heard her name mispronounced or pronounced 3 different ways.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
not crazy for someone to mispronounce her name and think it's right because they've heard it so many different ways over the time in the media.
Right.
So he didn't even have a legit reason for even calling her out, and then like for him to even put her in the like racist hemisphere, like. I can't stand when people do that. I honestly can't stand when people do it because whenever you sit there and you're quick to say, "Oh, this person is a racist. This person is this. This person is this." When it actually does happen, they don't believe anybody, and they don't believe anybody because people use it so loosely because they know that's like the one trump card that every person hates to be used. Like, no, I don't know anyone. Like, listen, there are even members that are part of the Klan that don't consider themselves racist, which is absolutely crazy. If you don't believe me, go watch one of the interviews that they do with one of those people. It's the most craziest thing you'll ever hear in your life. They're like, "Oh, I'm not racist. I just believe in tradition." That's wild. Another reason why I never follow anyone who's too extreme on anything.
Yeah.
Because I know at some point in time you're just doing this to get views. Mm-hmm. Because who is really this ridiculous in life? Like once you tell me like every white person is evil, so you've never met a white person that you've ever liked, or everybody in this race is unattractive. You've never seen someone in that race that you found attractive? Like, it just doesn't seem realistic. That might not be your preference, which is cool. That's fine. It's not your preference, but you saying, like, they're all, And so I'm not saying he's exactly said any of those words. I'm just saying people that are kind of in his hemisphere, that are kind of, like, super pro anything, they tend to be like that. And like I said, I'm not saying that he necessarily said that. I'm just saying anyone that seems so extreme, they tend to have these, like, weird pejoratives or whatever to the point where I know there's no way you're living up to it, because it's like, how can you live that way in the United States, a place that's so diverse?
Another way he tried to excuse himself was by saying that he's never dated or married a white woman before. All his wives were all black and older than him. So hey, that's another plausible deniability he has, right?
Doesn't mean anything.
I know it doesn't. But I'm just trying to remember what he said because it's all of his BS. But listen, to take it back to this main thing about receipts, because that's what to me, listen, if you want to shoot your shot, I can't say I'm mad at you.
I'm not mad at anyone for shooting a shot. Just don't call them racist first.
Don't call them racist. And don't put it in writing. Like, if you're going to do it, I'm just saying, don't do anything that's harassment.
Yeah.
But if you're going to shoot your shot in the most respectful way you can do it, I guess, do it off camera and no mic and just see. I mean, if you really wanted to do it, because why would you put that in writing?
He did it in such an unk way, man. He did it in such an unk, like, old school, like, hey, baby, you looking good today. Like something that you would stereotypically see, like, an older, like, black dude do.
He tried to play it off.
You know what this reminds me of? You ever see, I can't remember the name of this movie because I've never really watched it. It's like a movie in the 90s where they have this pro-black guy. And like, I think it's like Damon Wayans. Yeah, and he's at like a party or whatever. And he's like, oh, my beautiful queen. And then there's like a black woman. He's like, oh, could you move out the way real quick? And it's like a white girl.
Yeah, it's Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that scene.
That's what this reminds me of. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, bro, this is what you wanted the entire time. Just be honest. Stop lying. Yeah, that kissy face didn't mean anything.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy to me.
Yeah.
What else does a kissy face mean, though?
Kissy face to a random woman that you don't know.
And
you think you guys look great together.
Yeah. Like, again, it'd be one thing if it was like even I can't even think.
That sounds like it would be part of a love letter.
Unless it's your woman, or I know you said some men don't send it to their daughters. Like, I can understand that, but unless it's your woman or a woman in your family that you love, maybe, or you have some kind of connection to. But outside of that, I just don't understand why you send a kissy face to a woman or to anyone. I don't get it.
He knows what he wants. It's just he's trying to save his skin, and at this point, it's unrevivable, bro.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, it like it's so funny that she exposed it. Like, I'm not even mad at her for exposing it. I'm not mad at her for exposing it because he really did try to call her out on something that was so petty that didn't even matter, and then pretty much put her in that racist hemisphere kind of thing, which she didn't deserve to be on. So, like, I mean, you pretty much got what you asked for. It's not like this happened out of the random. Like, he was just like doing laundry one day, minding his own business, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, and by the way, he tried to like, this didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay. I can get with it. Yeah, I can see it. She was being petty, but she just clapped back.
Yeah, I mean, he asked for it. You can't be mad at her.
Yeah, she just clapped back.
You called her a name, and she called you a name, too, with receipts.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Dyson, sir. You got to take the L, hold the L on this one. I mean, I'll tell you.
Anyway, guys, ultimately, I'm going to say that he made a bad decision. He made a dumb decision. I'm sorry, this was just dumb. This was really, really dumb. Like, really, really stupid. You thought, like, no one was going to find out. Like, your whole, like, this is like if Dr. Umar did this. Like, it would just look crazy.
It'd be crazy if Dr. Umar did this.
No, it would, okay. It would be crazy if Dr. Umar did this. Whoa. But, I mean, it's equally as, like,
yeah, I get you.
It's equally as ridiculous. And the fact that he's just so reckless.
I know. Reckless is a good word, yeah. Just loose with this. Like, come on. Especially in the environment that we're in now, you would think that he would have a little more discretion.
A little more common sense.
You know what I mean? Like, even if and we all know he didn't mean it that way it came across, but even if he didn't mean it that way, at least think to yourself, this could be construed that way or misconstrued that way. And why would I put myself in that situation?
The only thing that would have made this more worse is if he would have sent like a D-pic to her.
Oh wow!
I would have been like, "Oh, you're like he's cooked now," but that would have been like extra like barbecued, charcoal, like beyond cooked.
Oh yeah, he'd have been done for that. They probably would try to arrest this fool for that. So, but honestly, this is gonna blow over like everything else. I'm sorry, I'll be honest.
I mean, it's social media.
Yeah, it's social media.
It's social media, but this will forever be like a bullet in their chamber that they can forever use. They'd be like, "Oh, you think he's really pro-black?" DM, and then now he just exposed. He sends his DM to a bunch of people, so now they're all gonna come out. And people are probably going to add a little extra sauce to the story on top of that.
Oh, man. Sorry, Mr.
And it's going to be believable.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
It's going to be believable. They'll be like, oh, you think this is all he did? And he did such and such. And people are going to believe it because they're like, okay, we see how extra you are. You out here blowing kissy faces.
What a stupid way to go out. Not go out, but what a silly thing to do.
It's just dumb.
You said it was, yeah. I'll agree with that. It's a dumb decision.
Stupid
decision.
All right, guys. If you think he made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think he's out of his mind and made a dumb decision, leave a like, leave a comment. You're also probably right. All right, decision makers. Don't send anybody anything in the DM.
Disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want. I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
Oh, so now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have
BS.
to intend racism to accomplish
You are
it.
intending that
Your
I'm
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that is
part and parcel of a
offensive.
tradition to disrespect.
Why can't you just, Congresswoman?
And it's,
why can't you just?
offensive.
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm saying what the practice is
racist. You absolutely are.
Let me
get
Disrespecting. No, what's disgusting is your disrespect of her.
Professor.
This gentleman said,
you know what?
I didn't know her name.
Disgusting
He's
to
trying
women
to do
is
it.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
White women don't.
I'd like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from Uncle Eric Dyson after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
the guy
Order.
says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala